In 1976, Georgetown Village, Stanquick District, a boy child was born. A humble child to humble parents. And that boy grew up to be a man. And that boy grew up to be a legend. Cause in the mid-90s, that boy turned a man and he turned the world into fire.
Everybody.
Rocking your dance, rocking your concerts, rocking the radio, and rocking Punta Rock. We are talking about the one, the only, the icon, Super G.
Who's that guy rolling the band?
That the man will tell you for party it up. That the man will turn with a man and tell you about the hurricane. Come, me tell you we gone.
And he stop, he gone.
Yo, that the man will tell you if you set firm boundary with your cell phone for a certain day, for a certain month. That the man will tell you who for hire and who for do your plumbing.
I man want lay the pipe. One man.
We to tell you about Super G because this summer is belonging to Super. It's a super summer. It's a fire summer. August 8th, Saturday night at 9, Police Airport Authority parking lot. What? It's an Earth Strong celebration. 50 years in the making. But not just that. We're crowning. We're giving him the crown. He's not coming alone. That stage, that night, belongs to he and his friends and all the stars that have been a part of his career. Look out, here comes the crowd to mash it up. His Punta Rebel teammates, Reckless Flores, Lloyd Augustine, Punta Generals in the backing, TLC Band, the Martinez Brothers, Novida, Positive Vibes, UB, Soca Queen Ernestine, Bernadette Gilharry, Stick the Artist, Flaco, Nello Player, then they come from across the board, Chetamal, Quintana Roo, Johnny Owan, Kerako, Nolo. We got tunes, we got DJs, we got Dala, we got Cloud9, Mr. Flav, DJ Dickies, the YG Young Generals, Super Mario. What you got to say for yourself? The summer is pepper, it's fire, it's super. Saturday, 8 August 2026. You hear me? Blaze Airport parking lot authority. Earth Strong, the crowning. We get him on the crown. What you got to say? No! Just today, hyper stage songs and lighting, rocking the place. Daddy!
Sponsored by Madisco, the National Institute of Culture and History, the Institute of Creative Arts, Honorable Dr. Louis Zabany, Honorable Rodwell Ferguson, Hyper Sounds, Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Digi, the Belize Airport Authority. Tickets available online at Quick Pass app, Quem Radio, and Madisco.
Wake up, Belize. 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 Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice our opinion and place your calling. WB. Be yourself, see yourself. This is a show about people. Belize our hopes so to needless reason. Nobody feel left out. It's the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution. Yeah. Love, respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes. WB. And all the things that will happen under God blue skies. And nothing make people get victimized. Let's work together for better. We got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice our opinion and place your calling. WB. Get up, make every day count. Don't waste it, people. Do your part, play a role, get where you need to. You can tune in from work or in your vehicle. If you got a problem, pick up the phone. Why wait? It's a time calling. It's a show with no matter even if you're at home. Just call in. WB. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice our opinion and See you said this is a show, my people. Believe our hope, so to need less reason. Nobody feel left out, is the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love, respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes. WB. And all the things that must happen under God blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. That's why together for better we got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving. Na 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 na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice our opinion and place your calling. WB.
Good morning, Belize. Welcome to the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. It's Tuesday, the 4th of August, 2026. I'm Mose Hyde, and as always, gratitude to be here, to have health and strength, to be in your presence, and of course, to have you choose Creme Radio and XTV to start your new day. We hope that you have great health, your energy level high, your vibes positive, and of course, we hope your morning is flexible and big enough because we have purpose for you. We want to get you on board. We want to hear your conversation. We want to hear your views. We want to hear your thoughts. We're here for that. But of course, we don't start there. So firstly, welcome everybody listening to Creme Radio, watching XTV, to those on social media, those getting us via apps or simulcast coverage. Welcome to the show. We start off with the warm-ups. We've got a bit of morning news for you. Before we do the morning news, we've got the weather forecast from the National Meteorological Service. We've got forecast-to-traffic matches to start it off.
Morning, Belize. Some showers and a few thunderstorms occurred mostly over the southern districts last night, with activity decreasing early this morning. Elsewhere, over the other districts, activity was isolated. Relatively moist and unstable conditions prevail. The 24-hour forecast: sunny with a few cloudy spells today and cloudy at times tonight. Showers or thunderstorms will be generally isolated, with a few more likely mostly over the south and possibly some central areas tonight. The maximum temperatures for today will reach 89 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, will be a bit warmer inland, reaching around 94 degrees Fahrenheit, and a bit cooler up in the hills, around 82 degrees Fahrenheit. The low temperatures for tonight will drop to around 82 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 73 inland, and 68 up in the hills. The winds will be from the east at 10 to 20 knots, and the sea conditions will be choppy. A low tide will occur this morning at 8 minutes after 8, followed by a high tide this afternoon at 1:59, another low tide tonight at 7:51, and another high tide early tomorrow morning at 1:55. The sun will set this evening at 6:24 and will rise early tomorrow morning at 5:33. The moon will set this morning at 10:40 and will rise tonight at 10:26. The outlook for Wednesday and Wednesday night: skies will be cloudy at times, with a few showers and isolated thunderstorms likely occurring mostly over central and southern areas on Wednesday, then mostly over the south Wednesday night as a tropical wave approaches and crosses the country. In the tropical weather outlook, the tropical Atlantic remains quiet as we don't expect any tropical development over the area over the next couple of days. For a review of our forecast and other products, please visit our website at nms.gov.bz. Our next forecast comes out at 12 p.m. this afternoon. With that, we end this morning's forecast from the Belize National Met Service.
The first private radio in Belize since 1989, Creme FM presents the news. Informative, accurate, current information, local, regional, and international news, weather and sports. And now, the news.
In the news, Sherry Smiling Craig, the chairperson of Social Security Board, on Monday told Creme News XTV that at a meeting Friday, the board provided guidance to its directors on the BTL board on the proposed acquisition of SpeedNet after a thorough review of the facts. Sources initially indicated that the SSB would deliberate on the matter. Smiling Craig said their primary responsibility is safeguarding the board's investment in BTL. SSB owns 34.3% of ordinary shares in BTL, while the government owns 49.3% ordinary shares and 100% of the preference shares. In an interview outside of the National Assembly that Friday afternoon, the Prime Minister claimed ignorance of the outcome of the vote and remained silent on a report that members of the Bisenio family had sold their shares in SpeedNet, reportedly to Lord Ashcroft, who owns the majority stake. We were subsequently told the report is unsure.
There was some claim that the Bisenio shares in SpeedNet had been sold off, and that's part one to that question. You should know the answer. I think
you know the answer.
I really don't know. I really don't know
the answer, please.
Anyway, so, and then the other part of it, we understood that the SSB was supposed to be deliberating on that matter today. Do you know if they've concluded that deliberation?
I have no idea.
And the first part?
On the first one, you know the answer. So I don't answer a foolish question you know about.
I don't know.
You know the answer.
Based on our follow-up on Monday, sources indicated that the SSB did not record a vote on the proposed acquisition, but that there was no objection which would be different from approval and is not binding. While Smiling Craig told us additional information would be provided in an official statement, we have confirmed from other sources that the board members were asked to make presentations indicating whether the organizations they represent support the acquisition or not. We are told the majority of board members supported the acquisition. Both the Chamber of Commerce and the NTUCB recorded their opposition to the transaction. Other reports are that BTL's board could vote on the acquisition as early as today, but not later than August 10th. We note that the Public Utilities Commission, PUC, must approve the acquisition before BTL can enter into an agreement with SpeedNet. The PUC began its deliberation after receiving an updated proposal from BTL on February 10th of this year. The deadline for public comments was April 13th, and at the end of April, the PUC published a compilation of those submissions. 3 months have passed since then, and no decision has been issued as yet. However, as the PUC explained, the law does not outline any process or timeline for the transfer of shares in a case like this, where the transaction involves a stock acquisition of SpeedNet shares. According to PUC officials, a decision by the BTL's board of directors to approve a buyout would not on its own contravene the act. In related news, the Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry is doubling down on its objections to Belize Telemedia Limited's proposed acquisition of SpeedNet, after the intended buyer dismissed the need for multi-year audited statements and a second valuation of the deal. In a statement issued Monday, the Chamber said a response the next day from BTL Chairman Markham Lizavaga to their July 30th letter confirmed that its critical reservations regarding governance, financial due diligence, market competition, and legal compliance remain entirely unaddressed. The Chamber says the transaction is being advanced without the level of financial transparency and regulatory oversight a deal of this scale demands. It lists among its key concerns inadequate financial transparency, absence of merger control framework, legal regulatory uncertainty, and the impact that a virtual monopoly would have on customers and businesses. The Chamber maintains that BTL's reliance on a single-year risk-based valuation conducted by More Belize is insufficient, especially given that BTL is majority state-owned and heavily financed by the Social Security Board. The Chamber also warns that without competition legislation in place, the acquisition would create a state-backed monopoly with sweeping implications for prices, service quality, and innovation. It further argues that regulatory protections cannot replace the benefits of real market competition. The Chamber calls on BTL's board, the Government of Belize, the Social Security Board, and the Public Utilities Commission to halt the acquisition until audited financials are provided, an independent valuation is completed, and the national competition framework is enacted. The BCCI says it remains open to dialogue but insists that the telecom sector must remain transparent, competitive, and aligned with long-term national interests. The National Trade Union Congress of Belize has a director on the Social Security Board. Prior to the SSB's meeting Friday, when the board was to deliberate on the proposed smart acquisition by BTL, the Congress wrote to the chairman of BTL reiterating its continued opposition to the transaction. The Congress stated that despite a pause on the acquisition, no substantive information, independent assessment, or regulatory approval has been presented to address the serious concerns we previously raised. These include issues of legality, competition, valuation, independence, corporate governance, socio-economic impact, and freedom of expression. The NTUCB concluded that in the face of the concerns not being addressed meaningfully, it cannot support the acquisition. It called on BTL to engage stakeholders in good faith if it wants to advance the matter responsibly. In his response on July 31st, BTL Chairman Mark M. Lizarraga affirmed that stakeholder consultations were held. Apart from due diligence, as part of the assessment process was also subjected to independent review and verification. Nonetheless, Lizarraga committed to BTL abiding by whatever determination the Public Utilities Commission makes. A fatal shooting after 1 Monday afternoon near the corner of Vernon Street and Amandala Drive has left 18-year-old Ewart Hernandez of Lords Bank, Belize District, dead. According to reports, Hernandez was driving a motorcycle when he stopped on the side of the street. Two males approached him and one fatally shot Hernandez to the head. Police have detained one man and are seeking another. ASP Stacey Smith refuted claims that the incident was a robbery.
Police have detained one male person and are seeking another in connection with a shooting incident which resulted in the murder of 18-year-old Ewart Hernandez of Lords Bank Village, Belize District. The investigation commenced today, 3rd August 2026 at around 1:15 p.m. when officers on patrol were alerted to the sound of a shot being fired on Vernon Street in Belize City. A team of officers responded to the scene where they observed an injured Mr. Hernandez, who was subsequently rushed for medical attention. However, he succumbed to the injury that he sustained. What the investigators have been able to establish so far, having reviewed video footage in the area, is that Hernandez was traveling on Vernon Street near the intersection with Partridge Street when he stopped on the side of the road and remained on his motorcycle. Some minutes later, he was approached by two male persons, and one of those male persons produced a firearm and fired a single shot, which struck Hernandez. Police were able to apprehend a male person who matched the description of one of the suspects, and that person remains in detention as police investigation continues.
Can you say what is the motive and if any sort of robbery was involved?
No motive has been established so far.
There are reports that he had a chain on him that was possibly taken off his person.
That is not information that is in my possession. I will have to make further inquiries. The report that I received showed just what I shared.
A homeowner in the area complained that police rounded up young men who were in the yard. The ASP Stacey Smith said that police are acting within the scope of the law.
What I can say, as you may know, there are police cameras all over Belize City and in other parts of the country, and based on what was seen on those cameras, certain course of actions were taken. I want to assure everybody that police operation will be done within the confines of the law as the investigation continues.
And that brings us to the end of the morning news. We are going to now take a break, and when we come back, we will be open for conversation live, WUB, on Creme Radio XTV.
Informative, accurate, current information. Crem's newscast. Local, regional, and international news. Weather and sports.
Smart for everybody. Smart leading everything. Smart give you everything. Smart offer everything. Smart give you everything. North to the east and the south and the west. Smart are the best. Darling, double up my data and give me all the text. In fact, give me a plan for my family. Unlimited calls so me like it. And Smart make everybody feel happy. Bringing people together, me want it now. Smart got love for everybody. Me want my Smart plan. Want it right now. Me want my Smart plan. Want it right now. More bundles, data plan. Me want my smartphone, internet in my hand. Call me want my Smart plan. Want it right now. Smart. Stay connected. Stay happy.
At Atlantic Bank, your convenience is our priority. Our contact center is designed to enhance your banking experience. With a wide range of customer service options, you save time and effort. You can easily call in to block or unblock your debit and credit cards, perform account inquiries, and access detailed card information. Whether you need assistance with online banking, merchant support, or general inquiries, our team is ready to help. For added convenience, if all operators are busy, you can leave your number and an operator will return your call as soon as possible to ensure you receive the support you need. Depending on your transaction type, we may need to verify your identity through a set of security questions. And remember, Atlantic Bank will never request your username or password for Atlantic Online via phone call, text, or email, ensuring your personal information remains safe and secure. Our support team is available Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in both English and Spanish. Simply dial 223-1212. This is a dedicated line for our contact center. Atlantic Bank is committed to providing you with exceptional service and the tools you need to manage your finances conveniently and securely. Take full advantage of our easy-to-use contact center services today.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Amandala is now online. You can now access Amandala's midweek and weekend issues online by logging on to our website at amandala.com.bz/news and joining our membership portal today. There's 5 easy steps to get unlimited access to weekly e-paper, archive publications, and a host of other exclusive contents. Number 1, go to Amandala's website. Number 2, navigate to subscribed areas. Number 3, choose a membership level. Number 4, check out using our secured portal. Number 5, log into the members only section. Telephone numbers 501-280-4703 or 202-4477. Fax us at 501-222-4702, or you could email at amandalapress@yahoo.com or amandalapress@gmail.com. Amandala, all power to the people.
In 1976, Georgetown Village, Stanquick District, a boy child was born. A humble child to humble parents. And that boy grew up to be a man. And that boy grew up to be a legend. Cause in the mid-90s, that boy turned a man and he turned the world into fire. Everybody. Rocking your dance, rocking your concerts, rocking the radio, and rocking Punta Rock. We are talking about the one, the only, the icon, Super J. Who's that guy rolling the back? That the man will tell you for party top. That the man will turn with a man and tell you about the hurricane. Come, me tell you we gone. And he stop, he gone. Yo, that the man will tell you if you set firm boundary with your cell phone for a certain day, for a certain month. That the man will tell you who for hire and who for do your plumbing. I man want lay the pipe. One man. We the tell about Super G because this summer is belonging to Super. It's a super summer. It's a fire summer. August 8th, Saturday night at 9, Police Airport Authority parking lot. What? It's an Earth Strong celebration. 50 years in the making. But not just that. We are crowning. We are giving him the crown. He's not coming alone. That stage, that night, belongs to he and his friends and all the stars that have been a part of his career. Look out, here comes the crowd to mash it up. His Punta Rebel teammates, Reckless Flores, Lloyd Augustine, Punta Generals in the backing, TLC Band, the Martinez Brothers, Novida, Positive Vibes, UB, Soca Queen Ernestine, Bernadette Gilharry, Stick the Artist, Flaco, Nello Player, then they come from across the board, Chetamal, Quintana Roo, Johnny Owan, Kelako, Nolo, we got tunes, we got DJs, we got Dala, we got Cloud9, Mr. Flav, DJ Dickies, the YG Young Generals, Super Mario. What you got to say for yourself? The summer is pepper, it's fire, it's super. Saturday, 8 August 2026. You hear me? Blaze Airport Parking Lot Authority. Earth Strong, the crown name. Would you get him on the crown? What you got to say? No! Just the hyper stage sounds and lighting rocking the place. Dede!
Sponsored by Madisco, the National Institute of Culture and History, the Institute of Creative Arts, Honorable Dr. Louis Zabany, Honorable Rodwell Ferguson, Hyper Sounds, Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Digi, the Belize Airport Authority. Tickets available online at Quick Pass app, Creme Radio, and Madisco.
welcome back. This is WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. Almost 7 o'clock. Less than a minute away from 7 on this Tuesday morning, 4th August 2026. I'm Mose Hyde. If you're just joining us right here live on Creme Radio and XTV, Belize's premier morning conversation. We begin the conversation now. And that means that you are invited to get active, get live, jump in the chat, give us a call. The number is 280-5848. That is the live line for you to be a part of the conversation. Krem, good morning, WB.
Morning, my brother.
Good morning, bro. What's going on?
Boy, I don't know. I feel like I call you and make I hear what you have to say about this beauty salon who almost become a gun dealer, but it never work out in a favor, you know? But I sit down and I watch something and I get to understand that she have links, we have connections. She know to get these weapons. No, we are there sort of judge nobody, you know. But we are there sort of say that the whole bidding work, most bidding, like, fit something like that. You're not supposed to have some form of military background experience. Or bidding just open to the public and anybody could just go and bid. That's how that works? Depends on the type of bidding.
Where you want the way it's supposed to be or the way it is?
The way it is. I want it real.
The way it is. It's what would I call it? It's a muscle game. Now, who got the biggest connection muscle? So if you got a muscular connection, you could essentially get into anything where you want to get into, even if you've never done it before, because it's not based on how strong your reputation is in that particular area. It's not really based on that at all. So that's the way it is, sir. I want to, if you'd allow me a break before we jump into all of that, I just want to give me respect to the basketball team we're going out going to play at Santo Domingo and won the bronze yesterday. They defeated Mexico, and by doing so have qualified to be in the Pan American Games. And then out of the Pan American Games, which is then going to decide who gets to play in the Olympics from this hemisphere. So it means that our young ballers have achieved a very significant qualification. They will get to decide who is the best of the best in the hemisphere. Remember the hemisphere? That found the top to the bottom of this side of the world. So the first thing they had to do was to qualify to get to this tournament, because this tournament that they played in was not a free for all tournament. It's not, you don't just show up in this tournament. The first tournament we're playing for Central America is you could get there because you're from Central America. So the first thing they had to do was to prove that they are one of the best in Central America. They said, okay, you're good enough in Central America. Well, we could put you in Central America and the whole Caribbean, because we have to find out who are the best monks, you know. Then we'll say, oh, you achieved that. Okay, so now we are putting against the rest of the hemisphere. In that competition, I've been told it's the Pan Am Games, they will then play against the likes of the United States and Canada and them big boys. So our youths have achieved, in my view, way above when it's supposed to achieve based on all input that they have received. They have overachieved. Maximum respect. The Pan Am Games will not be a pleasant ride for them. It's like when you learn to swim and then take you from you're going from just one this swimming pool, then throw you the sea. Now we're going a deep blue. A deep blue we're going, and we're going against big boys. We're going against huge nations, and I am very sure that they will do their very best. But there are levels to this, and those will be very difficult games. But I'm saying this so that we understand beforehand. Sometimes you have to give respect where respect has been earned. Because unlike getting a contract to provide food or guns or boots to the BDF, which is based on who you know, what these youths have achieved has been based on what they could do. It's a bronze, but it's an extraordinary qualification. And we must respect it. We must salute it. Respect. You have bought yourself a ticket. You have earned yourself a ticket. Go take on some real big bad boys. And some of those games might not be pretty, but I will tell you this. To be there and know that it's not by invitation, it's by qualification, we have to give them respect. So the entire federation, the entire team, the management, the coaching, the players, the fans, the parents, their families who are a part of that, to those who have supported those players through their years coming up, because they are hands and there are persons who have been a part of their journeys that have brought them to that respect. And yesterday we defeated Mexico. Mexico is not a quote-unquote basketball nation, but Mexico is a sports nation. So in every area of sports, Mexico is serious. It loves football the most. It's a football nation. It's a boxing nation. But most importantly, Mexico is a sporting nation. It has a huge population. We have no business beating Mexico. We did. And I will tell you from my understanding of basketball, the Mexicans were, to my eye, were, when it comes to their development, their system of play and structure of play, both on offense and defense, they were better. And that is not any disrespect to everybody involved in getting our team there. That is to be expected, because they are serious from the lowest level coming right up. And it showed. Their familiarity, their systems, they were more polished. But our boys were full of heart, full of grit, full of character, full of talent, and they refused to lose. I watched the game. There were several times in that game when I said, well, this is not going to go well today. And they refused to lose. Respect is due. And so yes, they didn't win the goal, and no, we're not calling for a parade, we're not calling for a celebration. What we're calling for and demanding, but a break, is respect. Because in all the disciplines that we have, whether you don't want DJ or whether you don't want broadcaster or journalist, whether you don't want whatever it is you do, not very much we could say that if you had a competition for what we do, we would have qualified for go amongst the best of the best of the entire hemisphere. I want to say that again. Whatever we do, whatever it is we are good at, very few of us would be able to, if we are thrown into a ring in a contest to see if we could qualify to be the best of the entire hemisphere, would be able to qualify for that. So when you are able to, in your area of gift and your area of commitment, you are good enough to qualify to be in the ring to determine who is the best of the hemisphere. It does not matter option, you are obligated to say, respect, sir. Respect is due. And back now to your question. Yes, ultimately, bro, and I'm glad that I am able to connect it to the endeavor of those youths, is that we are not built on what we call merit, and the process of bidding for anything is not based on merit. So unfortunately, your expertise can be in hairdressing, and which is, you being a barber at one point in time, it's no knock. A good hairdresser is, is somebody where, you have to have these skills to be somebody where somebody can carry them, especially our sisters go there to make them do their hair. People don't go there, nobody go do their hair if they don't know they could handle the business, right? But I can't connect the talent or the gift or the expertise of knowing how to perm my hair or how to cut my hair. I am unable to bridge the gap between that and being able to know what make it a good weapon for the BDF. It seems to me just to be a complete BS, straight BS. So I give you more than what you asked me, bro. But yeah, I had to give me respect.
No problem.
To the youth. Yeah, man.
Because no problem. Because since I made on a topic there, I even could recall that there was an issue with the volleyball team when they come home and they were uncomfortable, not with the parade, but with the vehicle when they put them in. Some people were making it a big issue. When I sit down and I think about it, I say it's been a while. We have an athlete we go overseas and come home and bring a bag of joy like that. Mm-hmm. We get them joy even if they didn't do that good.
Yeah.
We just get them joy for effort and when they try. And when they gone to represent we all over the world. So they make a big issue with that. When I sit in at the truck, I was like, yeah, I see where they come from. Mm-hmm. They were so proud of themselves. They said that we don't have step. When we come home with everything.
Yeah.
So, my son is a volleyball player. So when I talked to him, he was like, Dad, that made me uncomfortable. But to overlook it, they made so joyful. And I'm proud of themselves and appreciate everything. The fight
it's a very consequential achievement on the part of the male volleyballers because they have always trailed behind the female volleyballers. The female volleyballers have really excelled over a period of time, and they have been extraordinary, and they are celebrated for their consistent domination now in Central America. After there was once a time when the volleyball delegations were a laughing stock of Central America in the 90s and early 2000s. And to see them reach the point where first were the female volleyballers, but the male volleyballers were lagging behind. And so their victory is a tremendous one in Central America. And I feel that there are also a couple of the players represented in beach volleyball in the Central American Caribbean Games held, and while they didn't medal, they were very competitive, and they represented us, in my opinion, very well. They gave an excellent account of themselves. The way this thing works is, winning is in that area. It's very competitive. What we have to demand or expect of ourselves is that we are doing our very best, and so with what we have, and I feel that they did that absolutely. And again, I just want to be clear, I completely accept that qualifying, getting the bronze, we acknowledge, we respect it. We very recently, Rick, just to kind of go back to the recently concluded World Cup, that several of the teams who were not nowhere near winning the World Cup, when they went back home, they received a hero's welcome. In the case of Cape Verde, they didn't win. They were not in the semifinals. They were not in the quarterfinals. But because of how they played, which it wasn't really beautiful, they were very defensive, and their goalkeeper was incredible, and so they were hard to beat, hard to score on. When they got back home, there was a motorcade. All the highways were loaded with their people. They celebrated. They have a right to celebrate. So success and achievement is not just based on whether or not you won. In my view, is how well did you do? Did you overachieve? Did you underachieve? And I feel that our athletes, for the most part, continue to overachieve when we weigh what has been put into them. So I give them maximum respect. Now, make we bring it home and make we talk now. So one of the things where I think important for mention about the hustle of supplying the BDF. And let us be very clear. Corruption has been the order of the day in our country, and hustling is the order of the day. We can bring up some oldies but goodies. Well, not oldies but goodies, but say oldies but uglies from decades of scandals that have hit the country. We hustle off for building roads, we hustle off for building buildings, we hustle off for building fire station, we hustle off for building markets, we hustle off for building bridges, we hustle off for we hustle off for sell passports, we hustle off for DFC, SSB, we hustle, right? There are all these episodes, all these scandals that we can do. We could do a replay. We got old school music. We got old school scandal day where we could play back some of the classics. They're all there. Some of them we might have even forgotten. We are very imaginative when it comes to how we hustle. But I thought that there was nothing worse than hustling off buying medications for the country. Like that, to me that I'm like one of the worst. When we gone through a period when we were finding out that we were getting either what they call expired medications, or we were getting inferior medications. I'm like, this is This is outrageous. Not only is the hustling off for supplying the BDF outrageous, it is dangerous. And what has not happened as yet, unless somebody could tell me that they have heard this, or maybe you have heard it, I have not heard anybody say to the rank and file of the BDF, after everything that has emerged, nobody has said anything publicly to them. To the men and the women who have chosen a career that puts them up to make the ultimate sacrifice to defend the well-being of all of us. See, a BDF soldier is different than a police officer. A police officer, yes, they put life on the line. A soldier signs up for something different. The soldier is trained to kill or be killed to protect the state and the people of the state. It's a huge oath that a soldier takes. And we have over the years heard many people make it one habit for criticize the BDF. We say all kind of thing. Oh, that no real army, they just nothing small about signing up to be a soldier for your country. There's no small, there is no insignificant army in the world. When you have people, I don't know how many of them, if you have 2,000, yes, it's a small army. No, they don't have fancy this, fancy that. We don't have fighter jets, we don't have war tanks, we don't have all of that. But what we have, that a commitment to put life on the line, to put their life down for defend way. So even if you don't got the most fancy things, that are one important, sacred relationship where we have with them. And the civilian leadership of the country should have reverence for that. It should be a sacred commitment for do the best what they could do for the men and women of the BDF. And so now, in light of everything that has emerged, and we understand one quote-unquote audit is being done, but so much has come out now for sure that, boy, we get boots, we might not have been the best boots. We get guns, we might not have been the best guns. Like, these things have come out. And nobody has said to them, in respect to the sacred nature of what they have chosen to do with their lives, say, listen, we are disappointed in what has happened, and this does not reflect how we think of you, and we have to apologize to you. That's one of the first things that should have happened. Civilian, I said it's outrageous, it's also dangerous. Because let us understand something, and this, people might become uncomfortable with this statement, and this is not to give instruction to anybody, but we can look around the world. Civilian leadership is allowed to continue with the blessings of its security forces. It's a very delicate relationship, a very delicate trust. And when that is broken, possibilities become very, very serious. When that is violated, because what history has shown us around the world, when a military says they had enough of civilian leadership doesn't last another second. It doesn't last another second. Whatever you want to say about our BDF, the relationship between civilian leadership and military is one of the most important pillars of a stable nation state. That has been violated. This is not to put one level of corruption over another and to say any form of corruption is acceptable, but there's some forms of corruption which are dangerous. They are dangerous because they destabilize elements within your country that you don't want to be shaken. And as I look at all of this unfold break, it strikes me this is far deeper than just the exposure of a hustle. We are not inside the BDF to know what they are talking about on a day-to-day basis. But Brick, let me ask you: if you sign up for put your life down on the line to fight for the country, and you are a BDF soldier right now, and you understand, man, they eat baby back ribs where you never ever see one day, how you are feel inside? What you want to feel about what you to do, and what you want to feel about where to go on, and what you do, what kind of conversations you want to have. You all don't want to think about this. You all don't want to. See, for me, it's not even the amount. For me, it's the disregard for something that is as sacred as the men and women who have signed up for lay down their life for the country. To me, that is one of the most hideous parts of everything that has emerged over the past weeks. What are your thoughts, bro?
My thing that I mean, say I'm hopeful, and I sit down and I think about it, and I go way back, like you said, old school, go way back to recall what part. As much as the BDF Defense Force was trying to get a message to the public and make them understand the licking what would it take and what would it go through, you know, you keep under the wrong and ignore. I'm not even talking about this administration, I'm talking about both. Because they complain about a long list, you know. They complain about a long list. But what kind of funny is that the players who are responsible for the well-being of the BDF name is like the one small circle. And like you get the baton over, when administration change, like you get the baton over to the next one to continue. Because one of my main thing where I'm to focus on, beside the issue there, is the complaint of the abuse of some of the woman name. And it was swept under the rug. It was not a big issue. It was not a big conversation. It was on the news, but like regular news. No, I mean, I don't want to say they don't have nobody gone in there deep to find out how all this occurred. You know what I mean?
You know, anybody that has traveled, right? Standard protocol when you want travel and you line up to get on a plane. The first set of people were then put on a plane before first class. They will put out one announcement if any service personnel, but it were there on a military. Anybody there, please come on a board first.
Oh, serious? That's how you work?
Absolutely, bro.
Okay.
Absolutely, bro. No, you could say, oh, well, you know, then people are always that, then, you know, they're a big mighty nation, and, you know, for the military means so much to them or whatever. It is fundamental. It's not about how big your military is. It's about what exactly it represents when somebody chooses to put on the uniform.
The uniform, all right.
You understand what I say? So, it does not matter. And again, boy, nobody has. I would hope that at the level of the army itself, that the leadership, you know, the brigadier general, that they have communicated with their people and that they have spoken to them on this issue. But civilian leadership, at least not in public view, has not spoken to them, has not said anything of the kind. And I'm like, but that's the first thing that should be done here. That's the first thing, the first response to be, hey, we won't have to do something about this car. We don't want nobody to come and interfere name. They just turn it into a hustle. Meanwhile, upon the ground, they get certain things where they far inferior, and we want to do the best to make sure that who try to do that, we are hold accountable, and make sure that we put in place something that will never happen again. And for all that has happened, we apologize. How could that not be your first instinctive response to feel like, no, we cannot project this sense that what has happened here is something that is acceptable? And it's like, again, I don't want to come across like I am saying one corruption is worse than the next corruption. No, corruption is corruption. But some corruption have more deep and dangerous implications and consequences, and you have to recognize that. And there are some violations that go on that you cannot repair just because, we are brush. Oh, you could brush me off. You could brush off the media, but you can't brush off the impact all of this has had and is having on these people who have chosen a career. Listen to me. BDF no have no, make we understand, so make we talk some real thing here. I don't know about you, but very few people were joining the BDF to come out of any rich family.
Yeah.
Okay? In very few people, they groom their children if it say, I want you to become a BDF.
Defend the country.
Huh?
Yeah.
So it's important for we understand that is the trust that has been violated here. And yes, we could say certain things and say, yo, do what you do, and we hold people accountable, and we ball out and boom, 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 boom. But we're part of them brother and sister there. In my view,
to add to that, Mose,
yes, sir.
To add to that, I think if you can recall the young lady who get the award the other day, I don't know that you remember to tell. She's originally from Lake Hyde. The young lady who received the award the other day. That young lady background, lifestyle, it's never easy. She grew up in the heart where the vein they come from, in the Hyde. I was never distracted. Watching her in a volunteer. Couple sisters, couple brothers passed away. He mad about, then I think he married no mad. Because he got a good family. Just a choice to make for your own. But my thing was the same. When I sit down and I watch that young lady receive the awards, and especially the first female, I can't explain to her awards, I can't remember right about now, but I think you know what I'm talking about. He did it a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
When when I see a Panaporum the speech, my heart get big, proud. I don't know his struggle was on you, but I know he come from. He back down, and he could get caught up, just like the rest of female, you know, the community with kids, and lack of jobs and a lot of, and you name it. So proud of that young lady to the highest level. When I meet her, I tell her, because you know that I know he struggle, I see he struggle. He could be distracted. Not come from no poor, not come from no rich family like what you say. But the guy mind made up for what he want, what he want to achieve. His journey easy. Proud of that young lady Mose to the fullest. Some people just won't understand. Also proud of all the young youths who decide to go into the BDF to defend their country. I hope some of them other people they're forced to go in. I hope that our choice they make on their own. That's the way they want to be. That's the way they want to accomplish. Because like what you said, we don't get any credit for the uniform when they wear and they stand up and salute to the anthem and the flag for the position and the condition of what someone ain't gone through. We have heard a lot of things come out of the BDF camp, you know. We hear about all the licking when they take. But they still stand strong to put on a uniform every day and make sure that they represent for this country.
All right, my brother. Respect. I got to go to break, but give thanks for the reason. It's 7:36 inside the WUB, Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. We will take a break for 2 cents scam and then our first commercial break. Then we return for more Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes on this Tuesday morning.
You're watching WUB and this is XTV, and big up to our sponsors 4 Point Security. And as the crime rate go up day by day, hour by hour, and minute by minute, we could find out how the people feel about state of emergency as that start to kick up. That
their parents need to buckle on for their children. That my 2 cents before the war start.
My 2 cents about the SOE, they need to add more time to the SOE. If they don't add more time, then this crime situation now will stop. Then not only that, the ministers, the government officials need to make a big difference in this, because they're up to there. All this depends on their hand. If they don't make what changes to the law and amend the constitution, the laws and the regulation of the country with this prison system, this judiciary system, it now will stop. Too much slap on the wrist thing now will work.
Every great job starts at Brothers Habet, with the best supplies and the right support, including free delivery on site, so you can focus on the job. Brothers Habet, working with contractors since 1983.
Altona is one of the most visited Mayan city up until lately. The adjacent communities have collaborated together to see how they can get a space here that the wood carvers could actually market and sell their product. Not having the POS machine in the past, we have lost a lot of sales. Atlantic Bank helped supported our business, giving us the opportunity to get the POS machine. Now with the POS machine, we are able to do more sales, and that will, also bring more, finance to our families.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Stay connected in the USA for as low as $10. With Smart Roaming Data Pass, staying connected is simple and affordable. Get the data you need starting at 1,000 megabytes to stay connected to larger plans that keep you online while you travel across the USA. So you can message, browse, video call, and navigate wherever you go. No SIM swap, no bill shock. Just simple, affordable pricing. Activate easily by dialing *100# using the Smart app or online. Smart Roaming Data Pass. Staying connected the smart way. Smart, bringing people together.
We are modernizing assessment through the National Student Assessment System, strengthening teacher professional development in digital pedagogy and STEAM education, and also advancing reforms in technical and vocational education and training so that more young people develop the practical skills required for emerging industries.
I was amazed how these girls were working together because many of them didn't know each other at no point. And through this 2 weeks program, they managed to create these strong bonds. And, they came up with problems that they were identifying out in the community, right? Problems with the environment, problems with climate change. It was such a wonderful experience, with seeing how these girls can take such simple tasks to great heights.
On the first day, I fell in love with the robots and stuff we were making, like wind turbines, and that really caught my attention. So I think when I go into third form, I would go in the science instead of the business because I really wanted to take business, but now I think of it, I really want to go into science now because it's so fun.
We wanted to spark that interest and motivation in girls so that they're able to go into STEAM careers and they're able to then jump into various aspects of or what we call skill pathways. So the goal beyond this festival is for us to then build a nice network, a support network, a commitment network, so that the stakeholders who were willing to be with us can continue that journey with the girls.
Before our grid reached across Belize, it was built by generations of Belizeans committed to connecting communities and powering progress. Through the hands, the dedication, and the vision of our people, the grid grew with Belize. A nation built through strength and resilience, and a network built pole by pole. Today, that responsibility continues, strengthened by every hand that follows. Each generation building on the last and carrying forward a shared responsibility, serving communities, powering schools, hospitals, businesses, and homes, supporting a nation that continues to grow. Belize Electricity Limited, built to serve, serving Belize.
Trucking is the one place that can handle all your concrete mix needs. 50-pound sandbags, white sand, sand and gravel, river sand, black dirt, clay and landfill, washed white sand, concrete mix and limestone. We also do land clearing, road construction, and excavation. For all your building and home projects, visit us at mile 14 on the Philip Golson Highway. Call or WhatsApp at 673-1118, 671-9199, or 661-5863. We're open Mondays to Saturdays. Our prices are so good you can't get a better deal anywhere. Catoosh Trucking, where we do things right.
When the power goes out, life is disrupted. Be prepared and keep your home powered up with a generator from Benquip. We carry brands such as Honda, Kohler, and JCB. Schedule your installation, maintenance, and assessment to keep your generator ready and waiting to protect your family and home the next time the power fails. Stay in control of your power with a generator from Benquip. Equipment, parts, service.
You're up against some tough challenges, but not all heavy-duty lubricants can handle the pressure. Until now, introducing Ridgeline Lubricants, a homegrown solution engineered right here to solve the hurdles you face every day. Backed by experts who understand the ups and downs of where you're operating and what's at stake. Specially formulated to protect your equipment so you can push past grueling hours, heavy loads, and harsh conditions to reach for greater productivity. Ridgeline Lubricants. Long live your equipment.
Hello Belize, if you're looking for the perfect home air conditioner, then listen up. First, choose the right tonnage. Correct sizing means perfect cooling and much lower electricity bills. Now, look for efficiency. GREE uses AI-driven performance to optimize cooling and fight high energy costs. Lastly, don't just cool your air, clean it. Demand health-focused air treatment and smart connected features. Get the global leader in smart home comfort. Contact us today to find your perfect GREE AC.
In 1976, Georgetown Village, Stanquick District, a boy child was born. A humble child to humble parents. And that boy grew up to be a man. And that boy grew up to be a legend. Cause in the mid-90s, that boy turned a man and he turned the world into fire. Everybody. Rocking your dance, rocking your concerts, rocking the radio, and rocking Punta Rock. We are talking about the one, the only, the icon, Super J. That the man will tell you for party top. That the man will turn with a man and tell you about the hurricane. Come, me tell you we gone. And he stop, he gone. Yo, that the man will tell you if you set firm boundary with your cell phone for a certain day, for a certain month. That the man will tell you who for hire and who for do your plumbing. I man want lay the pipe. One man. We to tell you about Super G because this summer is belonging to Super. It's a super summer. It's a fire summer. August 8th, Saturday night at 9, Belize Airport Authority parking lot. What? It's an earth-strong celebration. 50 years in the making. But not just that. We're crowning. We're giving him the crown. He's not coming alone. That stage, that night, belongs to he and his friends and all the stars that have been a part of his career. Look out, here comes the crowd to mash it up. His Punta Rebel teammates, Reckless Flores, Lloyd Augustine, Punta Generals in the backing, TLC Band, the Martinez Brothers, No Vida, Positive Vibes, UB, Soca Queen Ernestine, Bernadette Gilharry, Stick the Artist, Flaco, Nello Player, then they come from across the board, Chatamal, Quintana Roo, Johnny Owan, Kerako, Nolo, we got tunes, we got DJs, we got Dala, we got Cloud9, Mr. Flav, DJ Dickies, the YG Young Generals, Super Mario. What you got to say for yourself? The summer is pepper, it's fire, it's super. Saturday, 8 August 2026. You hear me? Belize Airport parking lot authority. Earth strong, the crowning. We get him on the crown. What you got to say? No! Just Dede. Hyper stage sounds and lighting, rocking the place. Dede!
Sponsored by Madisco, the National Institute of Culture and History, the Institute of Creative Arts, Honorable Dr. Louis Zabany, Honorable Rodwell Ferguson, Hyper Sounds, Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Digi, the Belize Airport Authority. Tickets available online at Quick Pass app, Quem Radio, and Madisco.
All right, welcome back to the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes, Tuesday morning, the 4th of August, 2026. Mose Hyde hosting here on Creme Radio, XTV. You know that this is conversation driven, so we need your part. The number to call, 280-5848. That's the live line to participate in the conversation. We want to get you on here. What is on your mind on this Tuesday morning? We've spoken, did not, obviously, the way these conversations can get carried away, just, have to acknowledge that, okay, let me just take this call. Creme, good morning, WB. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello. Greetings, Belize, Brother Mose.
What's going on, Pulu?
I usually can't put the light on. I'd like to congratulate the Belizean basketball team that won the bronze and advanced to the Pan American Games. I wasn't too pleased with our performance, but the good thing about that is that there is much room for improvement. Me personally, I had predicted us to win the silver. I expected us to beat Dominican Republic and to lead Mexico throughout the game by at least double figures points. But the bottom line, our team fought hard and pulled out what was necessary. We advanced to the Pan American Games. The only thing is that we won't be seated as high if we had been a little bit more successful. But thank God for Haile Marys, candles, and I know drum had to me the beat, my boy. I say 1, 2, but not 3 amazing trees. So, what I like about that is destiny. And like I said, there's a lot of room for us to get better with strategy and time.
Yeah.
And we have like a waiting future 7-footer and a future 6'6" dual guard who are young enough to be with us to the next round. That should give us a big boost and put us clearly in the top 2 teams in Central America and the Caribbean, along with Puerto Rico, and to be competitive with Puerto Rico.
Yeah, obviously I give thanks, Polo, for calling in. Qualifying for the Pan Am Games is a significant accomplishment for these young players.
We have never been this far
for Belize. So we not a deep blue, and I get it. Like you, especially somebody like you, when you look on the game, like we have had this.
I like that one there, Mose, the deep blue. Yeah, this is not up shit creek without a paddle.
We didn't have a deep blue. Somebody like you, we've had these conversations, Polo, where when we watch the game, it's hard because it's especially your mind and how the experience you have and the understanding of the game, technical aspect of the game, that it's hard to just sit down and enjoy a basketball game like one fan. you see too much layers. You see what happened there in a deep way, and you know how.
Most the first 3 quarters of that Mexico game were depressing.
Yeah.
And I could see it was even for the coaches and the players, and that buzzer beater at the end of the third quarter, 3-pointer from almost half court by Jan Brown. Big up that shot made a difference. The whole body language of the team changed. Guys start jumping up, the fans. You could feel it through the television. And I could imagine how everybody at home felt.
I guess the difference, especially when we have the conversations. In fact, people don't know. Yesterday evening, for example, we dip on the phone to watch the game together, and the back and forth. And the difference, when you watch a game or when I watch a game, is that you watch a game from a standpoint of what could be done then to change and make our performance better. And I am looking more at the structural problems that is caused by the poor systems that we have here. And you know this as well, that it takes you have to be developing, or there has to be consistent, and it's like you have this great program, but that great program should be the overall design of everything, right? It's the way it should be. For you to, I looked at the games, and to be honest with you, structurally and systematically, all the teams had an advantage when it comes to the consistency of their structure, both offensively and defensively.
Of course, and I knew that over 40 years ago. We've been doing this, and it's the same thing with. Because of funding, we only every time we practice is at 2-3 weeks. The other team get together 2-3 years.
But beyond that, if you meet the if you meet the U10 Puerto Rico team, they are playing a similar way to this team that is playing. So it's
exactly that is my future program. The system has been in place since these kids were in prime.
So when people
spacing 15 feet apart, structure IQ.
So when you
and a lot of these, at that age, they are just teaching you to dribble with 2 balls. If you notice, a lot of them, they can play with the ball in their hands, but when it comes to playing without the ball, nobody's moving, cutting to the basket. When they pass, they stand up and look and wait for its ISO ball. And then, and another thing, the passes are not quick. The passes, they're not snap. A lot of the passes, then the fumble passes, the unforced errors.
Yeah. I think anybody watch the game could see that movement without the ball and movement off the ball, defensively, being caught backdoor very often. It's these things are, you might look at it and you're watching the screen and you're seeing it and you feel like it can be corrected. Just it's not effort. You think it's effort. You think it's focus, but the opponent that you're playing, what they're doing has been ingrained and it's instinctive, and we depend on giving a lot of attention and focus on just doing things that should have reached a point with natural instinct as to how we go about doing things, and that is a function of how we are developing, and it's important for us to understand that, and to understand that when we talk about correcting it, we have to look at what we're doing at home here on the ground coming up and give that far more attention and far more resources. But when it comes to individual talent, and when it comes to heart, when it comes to grit, when it comes to effort, like, I just have to give it that. And this is not just for basketball, it's across the board. Our athletes give everything they have, and I think, yes, there was some. They would have said the basketball guards were with us yesterday. Some shots with banking, some shots. You have to take them there too. But
we shot 2 for 16 from the 3-point line at the first half.
Yeah.
I think it was like 48% for the free throw line, and still up by 3 points.
Yeah. Well, we had listen, we have some. We have
and
some.
you see a lot of guys' legs gone.
Yeah.
You shoot air ball.
Yeah.
You see more.
But we have to. But we have to give. But we have to.
6 weeks to prepare.
But we have to make sure. But we have to make sure. Yes, we have to do our best. But we have to make sure that people understand what the Pan Am Games represent. That we are going to go against the hemisphere's best teams, and so we can't be here. I remember this happened in Argentina. We were very abusive to the team. We are going to play against some opponents that will be levels above us, and that's just the honest truth. And I know that you've messaged me to say we are going to have some new acquisitions coming in, and I'm sure they're going to be very talented. We have some very talented players on the team, extremely talented, extremely gifted, extremely athletic. The problem for me is not the athlete. The problem for me is the is the organization and the system and the consistency of it. Which, yeah, we could improve, but it takes a while for, you know, that like I gone to a village Shingding one time, and a stew down worry for nearly 9 hours before they say you could eat the worry, right? For making thing reach a point,
get out this thing.
Yeah, for make the thing reach where we want to reach, we have to stew it down much longer than we have been prepared to stew down the thing, meaning the length of time it takes to prepare and develop and make sure that the systems we want, you know, it's like when we look, you were there saying, man, telling me about some different press defenses we need to put in place, and like, you know, like yeah. I wonder.
Number 4 and number 32 not to touch the ball. Every time the ball go off one man for the deny, then the ball make them for the run boat. Make the next 3 man they beat them. Make we beat 3 and 3 then weaker players.
Yeah.
Make man we usually they wait for them get the ball have to make the decision.
Yeah. But you know, with the one of the difference when you have players that have been in systems where they have developed, you could essentially bring them in today and carry them go play it tonight, and when you tell them I want to play this, they because of their familiarity, they are able to translate your instruction far easier.
It's like look at compare. It's like guys who have graduated with a bachelor's, and your system is like a second year in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you tell them,
I say the thing is we have the talent, but we need to create the opportunity. It's a lot of opportunity.
Yeah, so I still feel like while you are saying we could have,
and I don't believe it's above the federation. It's a systematic thing. It's a belief thing. It's been happening for decades. It has nothing to do with these guys that are here.
Has nothing to do with them. Has nothing to do with them. It's systematic. The kitchen is not good enough to make the food that we want. That's it. We don't have.
Exactly.
So we have to fix the kitchen, right? And we have to be fair. I will be unhappy if I see lack of teamwork. I will be happy if I see lack of effort. I will be unhappy if I see man they quarrel with man, or man they be selfish. I won't be unhappy if I see people just they being on their own ego and not give. I won't be unhappy if I see man not give effort on defense. These are the things which I think you have control over and you have to demand and you hold them accountable for. But even games that we blew out the opponent, I will tell you this, those teams still had better systemic structure, both offensively and defensively, than we do. I watched us play Guatemala. We destroyed Guatemala, but still Guatemala had better ball movement, screen and rolling, movement off the ball, but they couldn't deal with the level of talent.
We are more talented, athletic. We are more athletic.
Too much talent, too much athletic power on the court. So it doesn't matter how good the system is in that case. But when you meet teams now that narrow that gap, narrow the athletic gap, or maybe even have a better athletic gap than you do, but then they're also more systematically organized, then it becomes very difficult. So We have to do the work. We have to, but right now the most important thing is to say, you know what, the long and short of it, Bill, is that even though we can sit and point out all these things, we still recognize that you're not given an invite to Pan Am Games. You earn your way to the Pan Am.
Earn it, that is correct.
So respect it has to be given to everybody involved.
And we did it against all odds. Mose, if we could take this last quarter, and that happens every time. With the last quarter, the always the best quarter in any tournament. If we could take this last quarter and put it in the last quarter of the first two games then against Santo Domingo right there, then I get beat by about 68 points. And if we put it in the first game, it may be one 10-15 points difference.
But give thanks, man. Give thanks.
We just finished the game, and it's by putting the right pace that we have the better personnel. Because Moses needs to be in the middle of breaking the press. He needs to throwing the ball to your two best ball handlers, and he comes through the middle.
We need you closer to the movement of the team to build. We don't need you. I said we need you closer to where the team is and when we go. We need you a little closer. We need to build up the brain trust and build up the whole movement and make all the way, do the best we could do. Pan Am Games, that deep blue sea and the big boys, and we just have to give it to the best,
The thing this area you have to play positionless ball. I got Mose to play like one LeBron James will. Get the ball up behind as much as possible. But when they play half court, make him go down and we get turn off for work, we get to one behind cross the half court line. But when they press, he needs to involve bringing up the ball and the decision making.
This is why I have to get every time we play.
We got one shot blocker the guard the ball.
This is how my phone song whenever we play. Clinton for the light burn just the coach. This is how he song. Bill. Respect you, man, and give thanks to the call and give respect to the team and wish them all the best.
Hello?
Yep. Yes, man.
All right, before I go, I want to add something. Volleyball. The Lupita Kwana male volleyball, they get adjusting.
Yeah.
They get Elton Anderson. He is responsible for at least, I think, 7 of the players now for the male national team. When I was going to Mexican Center with my basketball team, Future Shop, I tell you about 7-8 years ago. When we wait for the court, that because I him up on the court with him boys.
Yeah.
And today is the athletic director at St. John's at SJC. The same thing how he control volleyball at SJC, the winner. I think the same thing with Lupita Kwan and then girls and St. Catherine. So please, make we big up Elton Anderson. He is the Lupita Kwan and male basketball. And they get
male volleyball.
They get the funding.
Male volleyball.
Male volleyball, yeah, in a NSB Kong Shelby area. Right, but they get that, they get that support, that business, because, I remember I came back, so I like to see the business and more look out and spend more funding for the male volleyball team because they need it.
All right.
All right, my brother.
Give thanks, yeah, man. All right. Krem, good morning, WB.
Morning, General.
Yes, sir.
How are we in for the topic where we talk about big up pull up? Really know where they play. And where you tell the man a little while ago, he needs to get closer to the team. Then there are things that we need to add. If it is true what Pule is saying that we will have addition, like a 7-footer and that big guard where we talk about, that will be a big help. But we need, like what you said, we kind of, well, you're not really saying to that extent, but we kind of feel when it comes to the structuring, meaning we can't we need to start to put together our team like 2 or 3 weeks before the tournament. We already know what we are going to face, so they need to keep this team together because this team is very talented. The core of the team together and then build on it and then have workouts. Have more workouts because that's the way they catch Belize. I'm in that same shoe already. I bring back runs already with under 21 also. Thanks to Matthew Smiling give me an opportunity. I also play with the senior national team before too. And whether we problem, we always fail because we the work out 2 or 3 weeks before the tournament. And that we go up the face teams where they work out or months or long together. So the team they not really, our team they not really, we not structured in the way we used to each other. We don't know. We're out of position with most things. We're coaching staff right now from this team here. I know I'm not all of them, but we need a better coaching staff in the sense that we need man like Polo there. Because my understanding where I used to get years before, he used to have to be certified or qualified coach. Not nobody, I don't call no name, but I say coaches, coaching staff there that should not be there. And this is where part Belize team kind of need the help. They start from the head, they start from the leader. So the coaches have to be experienced and the coaches have to know whether they do so. Because one of the games that I watch, like I say, I know I'm nothing, but I watch the coaching staff back there and the game over Dominica. Where they get trapped and we just sit down there and we take that. We have to know when to block momentum.
Yeah.
But there all of the things they call with Mose, like what you said, structure. You can't get structure quick in a 2 weeks. You have to be ready before. We don't know we're going to Panam game. You can't bring in Langford and the next young boy Mosley 2 weeks before the tournament or just at the tournament. Because the rest of the team needs to know how they play. And I watch, you know basketball, I know basketball, Polo know basketball. A lot of people claim that they know basketball, but positioning from the court, we try to beat teams with structured like we said, with athleticism. And it rarely works. I watched the team where we beat this last team like we said, Mexico. The basketball structure and ball movements and everything coordinated, but Belize over athletic. So that's how we beat them. But end of the day, like when we say when we meet teams like USA and they bigger guns, Puerto Rico, and then team they say, what's trying to say Puerto Rico? They don't do nothing really grand, but their structure. You understand? Like I said, I'm in a position before. I can't match smiling for the opportunity, but we people with the organize, we're in charge of getting the teams together, the federation.
Give thanks, Brother Marlon. I gotta go to break, but give thanks to the reasoning. We go to break, we'll be right back with more Wake Up Belize morning vibes.
Hello Belize, if you're looking for the perfect home air conditioner, then listen up. First, choose the right tonnage. Correct sizing means perfect cooling and much lower electricity bills. Now, look for efficiency. GREE uses AI-driven performance to optimize cooling and fight high energy costs. Lastly, don't just cool your air. Clean it. Demand health-focused air treatment and smart connected features. Get the global leader in smart home comfort. Contact us today to find your perfect GREE AC.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
In 1976, Georgetown Village, Stanquick District, a boy child was born. A humble child to humble parents. And that boy grew up to be a man. And that boy grew up to be a legend. Cause in the mid-90s, that boy turned a man and he turned the world into fire. everybody. Rocking your dance, rocking your concerts, rocking the radio, and rocking Punta Rock. We are talking about the one, the only, the icon, Super J. That the man will tell you for party top. That the man will turn with a man and tell you about the hurricane. Come, me tell you we gone. And he stop, he gone, he gone. Yo, that the man will tell you for set firm boundary with your cell phone for a certain day, for a certain month. That the man will tell you who for hire and who for do your plumbing. I man want lay the pipe. One man. We the tell about Super G because this summer is belonging to Super. It's a super summer. It's a fire summer. August 8th, Saturday night at 9, Belize Airport Authority parking lot. What? It's an Earth Strong celebration. 50 years in the making. But not just that. We are crowning. We are giving him the crown. He's not coming alone. That stage, that night belongs to he and his friends and all the stars that have been a part of his career. Look out, here comes the crowd to mash it up. His Punta Rebel teammates, Reckless Flores, Lloyd Augustine, Punta Generals in the backing, TLC Band, the Martinez Brothers, Novida, Positive Vibes, UB, Soca Queen Ernestine, Bernadette Gilharry, Stick the Artist, Flaco, Nello Player, then they come from across the board, Chetamal, Quintana Roo, Johnny Owan, Kelako, Nolo, we got tunes, we got DJs, we got Dala, we got Cloud9, Mr. Flavor, DJ Dickies, the YG Young Generals, Super Mario. What you got to say for yourself? The summer is pepper, it's fire, it's super. Saturday, 8 August 2026. You hear me? Belize Airport parking lot authority. Earth Strong, the crown name. Would you get him on the crown? What you got to say? No! Just Dede, hyper stage sounds and lighting, rocking the place. Dede!
Sponsored by Madisco, the National Institute of Culture and History, the Institute of Creative Arts, Honorable Dr. Louis Zabany, Honorable Rodwell Ferguson, Hyper Sounds, Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Digi, the Belize Airport Authority. Tickets available online at Quick Pass app, Quem Radio, and Madisco.
We are modernizing assessment through the National Student Assessment System, strengthening teacher professional development in digital pedagogy and STEAM education, and also advancing reforms in technical and vocational education and training so that more young people develop the practical skills required for emerging industries.
I was amazed how these girls were working together because many of them didn't know each other at no point. And through this 2 weeks program, they managed to create these strong bonds. And they came up with problems that they were identifying out in the community, right? Problems with the environment, problems with climate change. It was such a wonderful experience, with seeing how these girls can take such simple tasks to great heights.
On the first day, I fell in love with the robots and stuff we were making, like wind turbines, and that really caught my attention. So I think when I go into third form, I would go in the science instead of the business because I really wanted to take business, but now I think of it, I really want to go into science now because it's so fun.
We wanted to spark that interest and motivation in girls so that they're able to go into STEAM careers and they're able to then jump into various aspects of or what we call skill pathways. So the goal beyond this festival is for us to then build a nice network, a support network, a commitment network, so that the stakeholders who were willing to be with us can continue that journey with the girls.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
So do you think we got a deal?
No one should be up at this time. If you're still up, it's not you. It's your mattress. Because the right mattress changes everything. Sherwood Bedding Luxury Resort Pillow Top Mattress. Sleep better, wake better. Available at Design Depot. All in one place.
The success of my business means a lot to my family, especially my brother, because I'm continuing his legacy, making butterfly art collages. It was very hard for me to receive payments. I had to go directly to meet the person I'm purchasing from and who I'm selling to receive payment. Because I opened my business account with Atlantic Bank, now I can make and receive payments online, and this has made my job much easier.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Have a vision? We've got what you need. From idea to install, Brothers Habet, all your building needs under one roof.
Stay connected in the USA for as low as $10. With Smart Roaming Data Pass, staying connected is simple and affordable. Get the data you need starting at 1,000 megabytes to stay connected to larger plans that keep you online while you travel across the USA. So you can message, browse, video call, and navigate wherever you go. No SIM swap, no bill shock. Just simple, affordable pricing. Activate easily by dialing *100# using the Smart app or online. Smart Roaming Data Pass. Staying connected the smart way. Smart, bringing people together.
All right, welcome back to the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. Tuesday morning it is, the 4th of August 2026. Mose Hyde hosting. Telephone number 280-5848. That's the direct line for you to participate in the conversation. Boy, the BTL smart acquisition saga. Well, it's alive, very alive. And the reports we're getting is that that matter again is going to be up for a vote at the BTL board. Boy, do they really want to buy. No. Any logic applied to this situation would suggest that this should be a buyer's market. But the way the buyer acts, this is a seller's market. The seller is denominating. The seller, they run the show. That is a bizarre bit of physics, because who else is running down to buy what the seller is offering? So despite all the entities that have spoken against the acquisition, despite positions taken by, let me take the call. Krem, good morning, WB.
Yeah, morning, Brother Mose.
Good morning.
All right, I appreciate you letting me in. I know I feel no way, Bridget. I know you're sharp and then you hold the post. Respect you. But like yesterday, I had not to say text strike, but I really agree with the tour guide yesterday when they called and they make their statement about who should represent the Creole thing, like how you call it. I don't know, like one name there. And you can say they include, like, you know, they do the melting pot thing, and enough respect for the that energy there, because we don't want to shun nobody out. But like, for example, the Mayans, and when time they gang get anything that the ICJs that they gang, they're not gonna get it. They're not really include like the Spanish or the Garifuna or the Creole. They tend to then get their rights and then they push me off, like when they do that by mine and shove off me off at the land back down there. And what I try to say is that the tour guide hit the nail on the head when he said that we should like believe that like a Creole thing, the Garifuna thing, the Ketchy thing, the melting pot thing with creme de produce or one of the push. He has some fine and dandy, but when time comes, we also do some draw the line.
So do you recall, not to, I don't want to derail you from finishing a point, but just so that I know that you know what the concern was, just because you recall exactly what the concern was that the brother was describing?
Yeah, he made it say that we had some Garifuna as the meeting and thing, and he said that never so appropriate because I'm a Creole thing.
No. Let me just clarify what what the point was. The brother called being concerned that at the event, not our thing, it was an event that was there to commemorate, to celebrate, to mark African Emancipation Day. And that was, I imagine, so there was an event that was organized on the UEF with Sister Yaya taking the charge at Battlefield Park, but there was also another event, the official event that was under the auspices of the Ministry of Culture. And so in reference to that, the brother was saying that there were a number that he saw, a number of people that he determined to be Garifuna, and that he had a problem with that going on like that. And so my concern was, why would we have a problem with, and he was saying that they were not descendants of the enslaved, and so they are not descendants of the enslaved. But my point was, I completely disagree that somehow disqualifies someone from paying respect to African Emancipation Day. And in fact, we should want all Belizeans to have recognition and consciousness about African Emancipation Day, because even if you are not a descendant of the enslaved, you are a inheritor of a space and a nation state that has, as a part of its historical evolution, a significant part of its creation is the legacy of enslavement and exploitation of the enslaved. So no matter what ethnicity you are, as a present day participant in the project called Nation Belize, you are a part of a fabric that includes a significant amount of that component, the enslaving, the exploitation component. Belize exists because of those pages of our history. And so your African Emancipation Day, yes, has a particular specific meaning to me, and I imagine to you if you are a descendant of the enslaved, but it doesn't exclude, because everybody who are now members of nation state Belize cannot separate themselves from the fact that they are dwelling in a space that has as one of its primary early driving force this grotesque reality. So we have to recognize it and deal with it collectively. It wasn't about kumbaya as much as to say, no, I made a distinction. And that distinction has to do with the efforts for reparation. No, that's why you would have heard me on multiple times say to the brother, you mentioned money. Which money are you talking about? No, when you
see that right there, so Betrin, that right there, I noticed you and Miss Yaya have one concept about reparation, and they look like really want to squeeze in the money part, and it's all about give us some sort of compensation for what they did to our people, and compensation means
I think I've spoken very little of it, but I can clarify that Sister Yaya's position is not that money is not a financial compensation.
That is about money. Like you mentioned it, like we shouldn't focus on trying to
I won't speak.
Kind of money.
Sister Yaya can speak for herself, but just in the position of being the host, my understanding on what I have heard from her very often is that reparations is more than, not that it's not, but that yes, it is financial compensation, but she would often say reparations comes from the word which means to repair. And repairing something is not just confined to getting a payment for something. Repair goes beyond that. That is the point. But what she has been more adamant about is that the state, the government, which is the successor to the entity that was responsible, which maintained that enslavement, cannot be the party that leads us in those negotiations. That is what she's been adamant about.
I agree with that statement there. That's a powerful statement that we don't need the followers of this the democratic system to take charge of this reparation movement. According to Mr. Nuri, then divide it in a three. Like America had the share, and then the Caribbean, they said we just to set up it for we. So it yet to come true for we. And then one next thing too, I wouldn't want, maybe it might sound like I had to try to get something out of it, but no, Bridget, I if I could write it down for a book, for paper, I don't want nothing, but I don't want something come true for the rest of the people who really need it and we deserve it. And then America, they say, then the money, what money this year, can they say Farrakhan if they get $1 billion, whether it be for Gaddafi, and then they say the Americans never like the idea that this man, they get so much money for some people who they say that like mass murderers and things, but one money set this, they look to set up for the one that the Caribbean and maybe Belize, and I don't know who has spearhead the thing, but we need some solid Creole leaders to take charge. Man will not find interesting in itself, but to find interest in others. And one more thing to Beijing, I want to mention that, like for example, the same scriptures. I not how much schooling and thing in my experience in life. I only gone to a certain grade I never gone to no college. But apparently, the Gospels, they have the Gospel like Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and I read it, and it sounds like, as far as I can remember, them but they never gone to no school. But yet, their words so effective up to now, man, the church, the court, and even at hotels everywhere look at see a Bible, and some of the words within the Bible was written by people who don't have no education. So, like I said, we have to, like I said, like pay attention to somebody. They would have said we're illiterate, but
I don't like that word. I don't like that word. I don't think that.
All right, but
I don't
word to describe where.
If you say you've not received significant academic education, but that doesn't mean you have not received education, right? It just means you have not received a specific kind of formal education. You're not formally educated. That's the word that they use, but that doesn't mean that you are illiterate, no?
Yeah, I know that word illiterate really, and I'm like to use it for tutor, fit the position at all, like to describe where we don't have much education. But enough respect, man, I'm always for listening and your conversation, and God bless you.
Give thanks, brother. It is 8:37. We'll be right back.
When the job demands more, Milwaukee Power Tools are designed to handle the toughest jobs on the construction site. If it's speed, durability, and performance you need, Milwaukee is the perfect choice. For unstoppable power at an unbeatable price, make it Milwaukee. Nothing but heavy duty. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
In 1976, Georgetown Village, Stanquick District, a boy child was born. A humble child to humble parents. And that boy grew up to be a man. And that boy grew up to be a legend. Cause in the mid-90s, that boy turned a man and he turned the world into fire. Everybody. Rocking your dance, rocking your concerts, rocking the radio, and rocking Punta Rock. We are talking about the one, the only, the icon, Super J.
Usa Carolina ba?
That the man will tell you for pat it up. That the man will turn with a man and tell you about the hurricane. Come, me tell you we gone. And he stop, he gone, he gone. Yo, that the man will tell you for set firm boundary with your cell phone for certain day, for certain month. That the man will tell you who for hire and who for do your plumbing.
I man want lay the pipe. One man.
We the tell about Super G because this summer is belonging to Super. It's a super summer. It's a fire summer. August 8th, Saturday night at 9, Belize Airport Authority parking lot. What? It's an earth-strong celebration. 50 years in the making. But not just that. We're crowning. We're giving him the crown. He's not coming alone. That stage, that night, belongs to he and his friends and all the stars that have been a part of his career. Look out, here comes the crowd to mash it up. His Punta Rebel teammates, Reckless Flores, Lloyd Augustine, Punta Generals in the backing, TLC Band, the Martinez Brothers, No Vida, Positive Vibes, UB, Soca Queen Ernestine, Bernadette Gilharry, Stick the Artist, Flaco, Nello Player, they come from across the board. Chetamal, Quintana Roo, Johnny Owan, Kerako, Nolo. We got tunes, we got DJs, we got Dala, we got Cloud9, Mr. Flavor, DJ Dickies, the YG Young Generals, Super Mario. What you got to say for yourself? The summer is pepper, it's fire, it's super. Saturday, 8 August 2026. You hear me? Belize Airport parking lot authority. Earth Strong, the crown name. Would you get the man the crown? What you got to say? No! Just Dede, hyper stage songs and lighting, rocking the place. Dede!
Sponsored by Madisco, the National Institute of Culture and History, the Institute of Creative Arts, Honorable Dr. Louis Zabany, Honorable Rodwell Ferguson, Hyper Sounds, Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Digi, the Belize Airport Authority. Tickets available online at Quick Pass app, Quem Radio, and Madisco.
We are modernizing assessment through the National Student Assessment System, strengthening teacher professional development in digital pedagogy and STEAM education, and also advancing reforms in technical and vocational education and training so that more young people develop the practical skills required for emerging industries.
I was amazed how these girls were working together because many of them didn't know each other at no point. And through this 2 weeks program, they managed to create these strong bonds. And they came up with problems that they were identifying out in the community, right? Problems with the environment, problems with climate change. It was such a wonderful experience, with seeing how these girls can take such simple tasks to great heights.
On the first day, I fell in love with the robots and stuff we were making, like wind turbines, and that really caught my attention. So I think when I go into third form, I would go in the science instead of the business because I really wanted to take business, but now I think of it, I really want to go into science now because it's so fun.
We wanted to spark that interest and motivation in girls so that they're able to go into STEAM careers and they're able to then jump into various aspects of or what we call skill pathways. So the goal beyond this festival is for us to then build a nice network, a support network, a commitment network, so that the stakeholders who were willing to be with us can continue that journey with the girls.
I've always been fascinated with gemstones. It's all about taking nature's beauty and creating something uniquely beautiful. I've had inspiration from the Belize Blue Bull, the beaches, the jaguar. I've launched a new product called Co-Design with Deb, and Atlantic Bank's e-commerce system has opened the door to my international customers so I can receive payments so they can have their custom pieces shipped to them.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
Everything in that store. Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, after that, help you out right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am good after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
All right, it's 12 minutes away from 9, so we're winding down here this Tuesday morning. WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. Mose Hyde hosting today. Telephone number 280-5848. That's the live line. for you to participate in the conversation right here on Creme Radio and on XTV. We have to give away a pass. We have to give away a pass every morning. So pass for what you ask. Man, terrible question. So coming up this Saturday is the concert celebrating our great iconic Super G's 50th birthday. It's happening at the Belize Airport Authority parking lot, and it's going down from 9 in the evening. Tickets are available at Madisco, at Creme, also online at Quick Pass, and we are giving away some passes as well. And let me just take this call before I give away this pass. WUB, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Yes, man, you're live on the air.
Good morning, Mose. One thing, I just wish that they could take out that ad that they show every day on the television about the gang.
Okay.
The gang. Because it looks real bad to see that, like, the only black people in the gang among the believers, black people kill up one another. And one of the worst part is that who produced the ad and who they pay for it, they don't realize that there's a thing called actors, you know. You don't have to take the real clip over slip on the news weeks ago. Man up on the street dead, parents the ball, man has the ball. It's not nice, man, you know. You really not check it out. I think you need to pull it down. The next thing to I see that they talk about Heroes Award and they talk about to give an award to the pilot, to the kids. Remember the pilot issued Trappeteer, Mr. Greenwich, you know? I just want to say, nothing wrong with that, man, but what happened to the man who saved his life? What happened to the man who ended the whole scenario? You know, he had nothing about him, nobody didn't talk about him and try to give the man a Lee award or something, or a Lee recognition for what he do. I mean, that real thing to go on. I mean, only in Belize anything that happened. I listened to a discussion about the sports this morning. They don't have to go far for land. Put Miss Kwan to sit down and Miss Kwan to sit down, talk to her and ask her what is she doing right, or what is she doing to make her program so successful. I'm pretty sure that they'll find out that they have to spend a lot of money and that's where they run from. So I call it only in Belize, man. Only in Belize. Thank you.
All right, sir. Give thanks. A pass for the event coming up on Saturday. We're very excited about it. The great Super G, and we're very grateful that he has partnered with us to produce this event, and we invited you all to come out. We want you to come out. We also have to give away the pass to make sure you know we're going. And so we don't want there all morning to wait for someone to call in and win. So we're going to keep the questions easy, at least for now. Maybe tomorrow morning I tighten up on the questions. Right now we ask very easy question. Let me see. So if you can tell me 3 other performers that are going to be on the ticket that will be performing Saturday night. Just 3 other performers that are performing alongside Super G on Saturday night. Only 3. You're going to win one of the passes right now. So that's pretty ABC. That's straightforward. I think you could do that without having to check the poster, check the ad, you know, like that. No require. You know, just a little bit of memory cell and you should know that, right? So call it 280-5848. Tell me 3 other performers that are going to be along with Super G this coming Saturday at the Belize Airport Authority parking lot, and we gonna pass for you, right? And of course, throughout the day, we're going to have passes being given away. WUB, good morning.
Mose.
Yeah.
All right, I want to try this thing here.
Mm-hmm.
We got reckless.
Yes, sir.
We got positive vibes.
Yes, sir.
We got my mix.
Boy, you're going to run right there. You're going to run right there. You're going to run right there on the end. Yeah. Both fabulous, great, legendary artists, but they're not on the ticket Saturday night. So there's no Miami, there's no Mohobob. All right. WUB, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Is that Stig?
You is Stig, the artist.
Positive vibes.
Positive vibes.
Super G, the general.
Who?
Super G, the general.
No, you have to give me three besides Super G, man. You gonna run right there, so like, stop trip down on the finish line. All right? Just three other performers. Three performers, 3 stars besides Super G. All right? WUB, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. Huh?
Stig.
Stig the artist, yes.
Reckless.
Reckless, yes.
Positive vibes.
All right. What's your name? What's your name?
Miss Brooks.
Miss Brooks.
Brooks.
Brooks?
Cheryl Brooks.
Cheryl?
Cheryl.
Huh?
Cheryl, S-H-E-R-O-L.
S-H-E-R-O-L. Cheryl.
Yeah.
Cheryl Brooks. You're probably a roller or something when I merge your name.
No, I have an auntie name there.
Your auntie name, you. All right. Cheryl Brooks. Well, you know about Super G, Cheryl Brooks?
Back in the days.
Back in the day. You used to do anything with. All right.
Yeah.
So, but no, this is not back in the days. No, you could come out Saturday night. You're sure, or you would give it this pass?
I come out, man. I come out.
Yeah, they come out. All right. Pull up and get your ticket right to the crib. All right, and thanks.
Yeah, thanks for.
All right. We will take a final break. Come back and run.
In 1976, Georgetown Village, Stanquick District, a boy child was born. A humble child to humble parents. And that boy grew up to be a man. And that boy grew up to be a legend. Cause in the mid-90s, that boy turned a man and he turned the world into fire. Everybody. Rocking your dance, rocking your concerts, rocking the radio, and rocking Punta Rock. We are talking about the one, the only, the icon, Super G. That the man would tell you for party top. That the man would turn with a man and tell you about the hurricane. Come, me tell you we gone. And he stop, he gone. Yo, that the man would tell you if you set firm boundary with your cell phone for a certain day, for a certain month. That the man would tell you who for hire and who for do your plumbing.
I man one lady pipe. One man.
We to tell about Super G because this summer is belonging to Super. It's a super summer. It's a fire summer. August 8th, Saturday night at 9, Belize Airport Authority parking lot. What? It's an earth-strong celebration. 50 years in the making. But not just that. We're crowning. We're giving him the crown. He's not coming alone. That stage, that night, belongs to he and his friends and all the stars that have been a part of his career. Look out, here comes the crowd to mash it up. His Punta Rebel teammates, Reckless Flores, Lloyd Augustine, Punta Generals in the backing, TLC Band, the Martinez Brothers, No Vida, Positive Vibes, UB, Soca Queen Ernestine, Bernadette Gilharry, Stig the Artist, Flaco, Nello Player, then they come from across the board, Chetamal, Quintana Roo, Johnny Owan, Kerako, Nolo, we got tunes, we got DJs, we got Dala, we got Cloud9, Mr. Flav, DJ Dickies, the YG Young Generals, Super Mario. What you got to say for yourself? The summer is pepper, it's fire, it's super. Saturday, 8 August 2026. You hear me? Belize Airport parking lot authority. Earth Strong, the crowning. Would you give the man the crown? What you got to say? No! Just Dede, hyper stage songs and lighting, rocking the place. Dede!
Sponsored by Madisco, the National Institute of Culture and History, the Institute of Creative Arts, Honorable Dr. Louis Zabany, Honorable Rodwell Ferguson, Hyper Sounds, Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Digi, the Belize Airport Authority. Tickets available online at Quick Pass app, Quem Radio, and Madisco.
Stay connected in the USA for as low as $10. With Smart Roaming Data Pass, staying connected is simple and affordable. Get the data you need starting at 1,000 megabytes to stay connected to larger plans that keep you online while you travel across the USA. So you can message, browse, video call, and navigate wherever you go. No SIM swap, no bill shock. Just simple, affordable pricing. Activate easily by dialing star 100# using the Smart app or online. Smart Roaming Data Pass. Staying connected the smart way. Smart, bringing people together.
Nokshe Adventure Park came about from the birth of COVID. Everything was on pause for tourism. So we decided, let's do something different. We got 10 bikes, 10 ATVs, and we were just doing ATV tours. Shortly after, we were approached by the cruise lines. We agreed to work with them, and from then it just started growing. We set up the chocolate tour first, and then from there we went into the culinary experience at the different Mayan cultures. We have like the gift shop, the cooking class, the shaman, and the healing, and it just all came together. When you reach a certain point, you need investors, you need partners to come into your business. Atlantic Bank just make it easy. Even my 7-year-old could do it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Every great job starts at Brothers Habet with the best supplies and the right support, including free delivery on site, so you can focus on the job. Brothers Habet, working with contractors since 1983.
All right, we are closing down the shop for this morning, only this morning, because tomorrow we're with Health and Strength, of course. Be back to open up for the business of conversation, 6:30, Wednesday morning edition of the show. As always, we give respect to the team. We got Larry G at Creme Radio, at XTV. We got the brother who hold things together, at Cliff, and we have directing the show today, Krista Flowers. Everybody else, we hope you all have a great Tuesday. As always, stand strong, stand firm. For now, we're gone!